Welcome back. It's summer school for moms. Oh my god. I don't know about you, but every single option I have for sending Abraham to kindergarten sucks a duck's butt. I could send him for some kind of bizarre hybrid model thing, although that may go away too because they're really talking about not doing any kind of in-person school. I could do an online thing, but where he has to sit in front of a computer for X amount of time during a day, which seems absurd for a kindergartner. Or I could just do homeschool. Now, like many of you, I work full time. So, it's been a challenge. Trying to figure out what to do. We are leaning towards just doing homeschool with our own curriculum because so far the school requirements to be on a computer doing something for, I think it was a minimum of 2 hours in the morning and then 2 hours in the afternoon. It's changing constantly, so I can't keep straight, but it is something that I know he cannot do. Like it will just cause such hyperness because he does well at this age doing interactive learning, doing play learning. That's what we do. So I've been homeschooling him all spring, and I've been doing summer school because my son has sensory processing disorder and he has pretty severe speech and motor delays, and he just always has. I fought really hard from the time he was a little toddler to get him into early intervention so that he got speech therapy and physical therapy, and then I got him into a program that did little 2-hour classes a couple times a week that had, OT, PT, speech therapy, all of that. And that's really helped his speech, and I think it's helped actually a lot of his motor skills as well. He's really getting good at this. I think at some point it's going to level off and he's just going to be, totally average neurotypical for all these things, which I think his teachers believe as well. But it's definitely taken a lot more because right now, my son is 5 going on to 6, and he'll be entering kindergarten next month, really, because kindergarten starts in the summer, which is crazy. And he still struggles to understand that letters and numbers are different, let alone knowing what they are. So we're working on that, and we've been working hard, but we've been doing summer school for that reason. And some of the things that have kind of saved me for summer school and my sanity, because I swear to God, I have been waking up at night stressed and sick to my stomach trying to figure out what to do about the school because I'm just so worried. And then I remind myself, it's just kindergarten. It's okay. If he has a gap year kindergarten, that would be fine. And I know that no matter what, he won't have a gap year kindergarten because, I have set up, and I'm going to put in some video of this while I talk. I've set up a whole table. I took our old kitchen table that's small and I put it in a corner. And I've put a globe and tons of craft supplies, all our school books for letters and numbers, preschool and kindergarten, all these craft supplies, pencils, crayons, all sorts of sensory bins and things for him. And that's really saved my sanity for summer school because it's given us a concrete place to go learn. And it's also somewhere that he can then go self-initiate and do a project, right? He's been making really cool creatures. I give him old boxes and paper bags and we cut them up and we make shapes, and I've been letting him have free run at the glue sticks. Thank God I bought those in bulk. I swear to God, he just enjoys rubbing them on things for no reason and then giving me the empty container. So let's him enjoy it and feel like it's his space. We have his play kitchen next to it. We have a sensory bin full of water balls next to it, the ones that expand when you get them wet, and he loves those. So it really gives us a space and a sense of this is where we learn. And when everything first shut down this spring, I did not have that set up. And we really struggled to find a place to try and work on schoolwork, which, for preschool is like 20 minutes a day, right? But I try to do those 10 to 20 minutes and then do other things, right? Like we made some knight armor, right, that went around his arm and stuff, and we were going to make a chest plate for him so that he's also doing physical play things where he's learning stuff, because we talk about hey, what's the first letter in that thing? Oh yeah, hey, it's the same letter as this one, what's this one plus this one kind of thing, what numbers do you think that's 1? Do you think that's 2 of those? And just kind of in casual conversation, although he busts me sometimes trying to teach him. He's like, I don't need to learn right now. And I'm like, well, we were learning, we were playing. He has a very grumpy voice for a 5-year-old. Oh my God. Schooling is gonna drive me crazy. I love it. I do. When I'm trying to be a super organized homeschool mom and be incredible, hair flip. I start the homeschool day with a sing-along music. So I pick something off of like YouTube. We love the pizza song, and then we dance along to it and we sing the song. And every time I try to do this, it is like I am trying to break all his fingers. I just want him to sing along to the song with me. We dance together, we're silly. And he's like, what? I don't want any friends to his room. You can't make me. So I just wait him out. Eventually he comes out, he's like, I'll try it. And then he loves it. He has so much fun singing the, what is it, like 70-second pizza song or something. And then he has to agree. He's like, wasn't that bad? You know, we sung some monster cartoon songs. And he was like, okay, wasn't as bad as I thought. I guess, yeah. It's the patience, man. Because psychologically, I was prepared that he was going to go to school this fall, and I was psyched. Because I thought, oh my God, this will be amazing. The only time we've ever really spent apart, other than his little 2-hour speech classes, has been when I was in the hospital when I was sick. And that's not really a relaxing time apart, is it? So I was stoked for school. I totally was. I was excited because I didn't go to public school growing up. I was unschooled, so I was excited to see what the public school experience was. How was it in America? I have no idea. And that's kind of been, that's been completely dashed by the evil Rona. Thanks, Rona. But it has really helped to have that homeschool area and our curriculum. So things that I really love is, you know, budget friendly, right? This year has been hard on my finances, just like everybody else. So Dollar Store has really fun little booklets that you can just tear out a page and we fill out. Amazon I've ordered off of for fun coloring and kindergarten pages. And as the school year goes on, I might get him some more thorough curriculum, but we're working on such basic things right now that I really haven't had to invest a lot of research into the curriculum because we are literally just learning how to draw the letter A. You know, it's simple, basic stuff for us, but I'm trying to make it an everyday thing where it's just normal. It's part of why we aren't taking a summer break. Some days we'll skip official homeschool, but throughout the week we're always doing it. So that we're in the pattern, so that I don't suddenly hoist it on him in the fall going, school time, no, you know, I don't think that will go well for his mind. He does much better a reliable routine that is consistent and always there. So he does really well with the summer school routine because that's what he needs. So if you are a mama that also has kids with sensory processing disorders or with developmental delays, I think it's totally doable to do the preschool and kindergarten homeschool this year because of Corona, but you gotta have backup plans for when they get overloaded and don't know how to react. So I always have a couple lesson plans ripped out from my booklets that I bought. And I tend to have a theme for each one. So like it might be a theme of a topic like pirates, or it might be the theme of things that start with the letter B, right? Just a little theme. It just helps me organize it. But what I have is I'll have 2 pages of something that he really needs to work on. They're just little pages, it's not dense. And I'll give him one, and if he starts to get frustrated with it, we finish that, and instead of going to the next one that's difficult, I give him something that's like a fun maze or shapes that he needs to color, things that he's naturally good at that build his confidence back up and help lower that overwhelmed, too much new sensory input, doesn't know how to handle it, doesn't know how to react, right? And that brings the whole tone back down to calmness. And then we can do that 3rd page that's something that he's got to learn again. Because otherwise it just descends into chaos and screaming. And I really don't want homeschool to be a negative experience for him. I want it to be something where it is fun, for the most part. You know, kids are stubborn. He doesn't always want to sing the pink song, what can I say? But where he's not constantly overloaded with too much new information. Like he's very afraid about kindergarten because he thinks they're going to give him homework and he's going to have to do too much work. And he has a lot of anxiety about having to learn new things. And I think a lot of our kids do. I don't know if we all appreciate how much pressure there's on kids to learn all these new things. There are things maybe we know how to spell the word cat, but it can be really overwhelming for a kid that struggles with these things, that these things don't come naturally. And so more than half the curriculum I do for our homeschool is just friendly, easy things that naturally play to his strengths. So that means physically building things, and then we can use that time to talk about the things we're learning, the letters and the numbers, the colors, the textures, right? Letting him do a dance show. And what's the dance show about? Maybe we're dancing and we're talking about, we have a fun kids book that's the name of Bones in Our Bodies, and we do a little song. We're like, oh, this one, right? Things that just slowly integrate into our everyday life, that learning's fun, right? Because I love learning. I am one of those lifelong learners. I would love to at some point, once I'm done expanding our family, go back to school, and I would love to get another degree. That is on my list of things I would love to do long term, which I know is not something that I can plan for right now. So I really want him to have a love of lifelong learning as well, because it brings me so much joy and pleasure, and I know it will bring him so much joy and pleasure. But I wanted to pop on here and, you know, I hear everybody's SOSs. I hear all the summer school moms, all the moms prepping for fall going, what are we gonna do? Because I've truly, like, I've been on the phone to my dad going, I don't know what I'm gonna do, what do I do? And he sends me terrifying reports of, you know, why you shouldn't go to school. And I'm like, that's not helpful, it's calm me down, you know, talk me off the ledge of terror. So I'm right there with you. I was talking to my sister, and, you know, her son is preschool age, and they were debating, like, oh, do we do the preschool this year? And I don't know a single, I know one parent who is not stressed about the school thing. Everybody else I know is like, what are we doing? And I don't blame anybody, because this is unknown territory, and it is a difficult thing to try and get this all to work with working parents' schedules and kids' educational needs. It's not easy, but it's doable. I firmly believe that it's doable. We can all make it work somehow. Dear God, I will be so excited when Corona is done with and we've figured out a way to not get sick from it, or, you know, maybe aliens will come and abduct it. That would be great. I will be so glad when it is gone. Yes, vaccine, ho, woo, woo. Oh man, nobody likes the corona. I don't like having to wipe down all the groceries I get. That is time consuming, and people in the parking lot stare at me like I've gone crazy. But guess what? I don't want the Rona. Okay, Fabulous Biscuits. I'm getting to the part of my Rona rant that is not necessarily, I just want to come on here and talk about summer school, because, you know, it's a necessary topic. I will see you in the next vlog. Oh yeah, I thought it would be fun to do occasional sit-down videos, because I was doing a lot more of those, and then kind of switched it up to vlogs. Just because I feel like that's what's needed right now. We need a little bit of levity in our lives, because the world can be heavy and crazy. If you would like to check out all of my cleaning and lifestyle videos, those are over on my second channel. I do kind of game show fun videos, cleaning, more lifestyle over there, and over here is kind of our parenting and our vlogs and all that fun stuff. It kind of changes back and forth depending on my mood, like most things in my life. I will see you in the next video. Don't forget to scroll on through. Ooh, click that button, go beep. Hello, Roses Merch. What's that? You sell adorable mommy and me hats and tees? Could there be anything better? No. Check it on out. I will see you in the next vlog, unless I've lost my mind trying to school a 5-year-old that headbutts the wall when he gets frustrated. Does your SPD kid do this as well? My brother has worked with adults with SPD and says that this is something he's commonly seen. We really worked on the you can't self-harm when you get frustrated, and he so struggles with this because it's his automatic go-to to calm himself down and start trying to hurt himself. And of course, I'm his mama. I don't want him to hurt himself. So, you know, that's one of our things we work on in school, is like when we get overwhelmed, we can breathe out the grumpy feelings. We can breathe them out like fire, like dragons, but we don't want to hurt ourselves. And, you know, that goes for us mamas too. Raise a glass. Oh yeah, I like sparkly juice and lemonade personally. If you're having trouble sleeping, mamas, sparkly juice and a little bit of tart cherry helps you go to sleep a little bit. Pro tip from an insomniac. I'll see you in the next video. I love y'all biscuits. Quarantine hug, because we never get to touch other human beings anymore.